Welcome to Yelan Leaks. Well, since we already know who's coming in the 5.3 banners, why not talk about the possible character reruns in 5.4? In this video, I'll explain why I think FURINA and WRIOTHESLEY are the most likely reruns for 5.4 based on patterns. Let's start with FURINA the Hydro Archon, and why her rerun in 5.4 feels almost inevitable. If we look at the patterns for Archon's banners, there's a clear trend. Archons usually rerun one after another at the beginning of a new region. For example, in 5, we had Raiden Shogun rerun. In 5.2, Naida came back. Now in 5.3, we're getting the release of the Pyro Archon Mavuika. If Hoyoverse keeps following this trend, it makes sense for 5.4 to include FURINA's rerun. After all, the Archons tend to stay in the spotlight during early patches of a new region. Another big reason FURINA rerun is likely is because of her synergy with Mavuika. According to beta testers, FURINA and Bennett are two of the best teammates for Mavuika. Together, they create powerful hydro and pyro reactions, making FURINA an ideal support or subs for Mavuika teams. Now here's the important part. Bennett, another must-have for Mavuika, is already confirmed to appear in her banner in 5.3. By the way, this makes it likely that Hoyoverse will bring back FURINA in 5.4, giving players a chance to build the best possible team setup for Mavuika. Version 5.4 feels like a strong contender for WRIOTHESLEY's rerun. By then, it will have been over a year since his initial release, which is unusually long even for Genshin. It's especially frustrating when you compare WRIOTHESLEY to other Fontaine characters like Neuvillette and Liney, who have already appeared on banners 3 times despite all 3 being released in a similar time frame. Even Chlorind, who debuted much later in version 4.7, is already getting a rerun in 5.3. Meanwhile, WRIOTHESLEY has yet to appear again, leaving many players wondering what's going on. While Hoyoverse isn't necessarily known for acting on community feedback, they certainly see the endless comments across social media asking where is WRIOTHESLEY's rerun. With every patch that passes, the chances of him getting a rerun increase, if only to quiet the growing frustration among players. Another reason 5.4 makes sense is the possibility of a Fountain-themed main event during this patch. Since Fontaine will still be fresh in players' minds, pairing FURINA and WRIOTHESLEY in the banner lineup could fit perfectly. FURINA synergy with Mavuika would draw players who missed her initial release, while WRIOTHESLEY rerun would finally satisfy those who have been waiting for over a year to see him again. Either way, if these reruns happen, 5.4 is shaping up to be a patch full of must-pull banners. So what do you think about the possibility of FURINA and WRIOTHESLEY rerunning in 5.4? Let me know in the comments.